Welcome back, friends, to another live stream. I'm Zach. I'm an accountant. I'm here to answer your questions and play some games. And today we're playing some more City Skylines. Hello to everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are all having a good week. See some people in chat. Texan7, good to see you. King of Strange, good to see you. King of Strange with the questions already is asking, Zach, what does a Citizen Crossing mod do? Citizen Crossing mod, actually, Texan7 recommended that I get it, and it allows you to put crosswalks in the middle of the street. So, it's pretty cool. I really like it. I don't like using mods, but, you know, that one seems like it was worth it to me. Good to see everybody. We're going to do something a little bit different in the stream. I thought we would switch things up, do something fun and different. And so in this stream, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 City Skyline channels. Yeah, I just thought it'd be fun. You know, because I watch streamers too. You know, I have my favorite streamers that I watch. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of share with you guys who my favorites are. And I was wondering whether I should do this or not because it might be controversial. My choices might be controversial and not everybody's going to agree with them. And I might start a riot in chat. I'm worried about starting a riot in chat. But you know what? It's just my opinion. I'm just going to share my opinion and that's that. Dexon says, it's Thursday, it's the weekend. Is it the weekend for you already? Wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, while we're going to be talking about this, my top 5, I'm just going to keep working on this, the beach area here, Epic Beach, and we're just going to see how much more we can get done. We got a lot done last stream. We built out this whole nice section over here, and I want to work on this section over here, and then we're going to be putting like this big park area over here. But I don't know how much I'll get done in this stream, to be honest. King of Strange says, you are definitely one of the top 5. Well, thanks. I'm glad I can get into your top 5. Yeah, so let's get started. Actually, let me start off by, I want to start building this pathway here. I want a pathway that goes along the beach that kind of starts at the City Hall area. This is obviously like a great entryway into the beach area. And I want a path that goes all the way along here. Like, one of the things I really like about the beaches in Los Angeles is the beaches in Los Angeles all have this, like, it all has this paved pathway that goes all for miles and miles and miles all along the beach. And so you can take a bike and just, like, ride for miles on the beach. It's really nice. So I wanted to kind of do the same kind of thing here. Just have this path that goes all the way along this beach. And I think it'll be used pretty heavily, because it gives these people an easy way to go from over here over to the boat docks, over to this ferry pier area. So let's start out by doing that. That's a good way to start out the stream. Texan's talking about the weekend. He says, no, I still work tomorrow, but enjoy myself to the fullest. And then he says, Zachless is top 5. Brawl breaks out across the internet. I'm really kind of worried that a brawl is going to break out. King of Strange says, I'm busy tomorrow, so I'll have to miss tomorrow's live stream. Oh, that's sad to hear. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm here every day. So if you miss a stream, you can catch me later and then see me the next day. I'll be here on Saturday. Let's see. Pathways. Let's get these pathways in. Alright, so let's do one right here. Do this side first. Okay, so we'll have a pathway come along here. And then connect up to this roadway. Oh, how cool is that? That looks perfect. Oh, and then we could put like palm trees all along here. Great. Going to be great. Halfway there. You know, it just kind of goes along here, all along by the beach. Kind of tighten here. I haven't developed this area yet. Haven't developed the area yet. Okay, we're just gonna do it. See, if I go too close to the water, it'll get flooded. I need to not get too close. Oh, this is perfect. Alright, so we're just going to do it like that, and then I'm going to have to destroy some of these buildings so that they can walk down to the... Let's see, is there a pathway right here? Okay, this building's got to go. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alright, so we were talking about the crosswalk mod. So the crosswalk mod, here, King of Strange, here's how it works. So when you go to the streets, there's this new little icon here that says Build Crossing. You click that, and you can select anywhere on this street, and it'll do a crosswalk. And so you see I have a pathway here and a pathway here. With a crosswalk, now people can get from one side of the street to the other. So that's perfect because I have these, this is all going to be residential in here. So these people can go from their houses over here straight down to the beach. And without this crosswalk mod, they would have had to walk all the way down here to this crosswalk to cross the street. So it's just kind of cool, especially if you use a lot of paths like this. And I have a pathway here, but I'm not going to put one here. But if you use a lot of pathways here, it allows you to put crosswalks next to the pathway. Alright, so here's another, that's going to be another entryway onto the beach. That's good. We need another one over here. It's a few more. Where is there, I think there's one. This might be a good one here. See how this looks. Okay, if I do something like this, like right down this ravine here. Oh, it doesn't quite connect. It doesn't really quite connect. Go to Steve. Hold on. Hold on, we can fix this. Oh, that works. Alright, it looks a little funky, but look at that. That would be kind of cool to like skateboard down. You come across the street and then go down this like ravine down to the beach. Who thinks that looks like a fun path? Oh, that's a little steep there at the end. It is a little bit steep. That's a little bit steep. But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. Alright, so we got another path. So we got a pathway here, a pathway here, pathway over here. We should get one more. Let's put one more in the middle here. I mean, you gotta allow lots of access to the beach. Maybe we'll put two more. We'll do this guy. Does that connect? Yeah, that connects. Do that guy there, and we'll do another one over here. Nice. Oh, this is the best one yet. This is like a perfect path. Oh, look at that. Why did that turn out so good and these other ones are all so funky? I mean, look, even that one's funky too. Look at that. Oh well. Oh well, so, you know, they're nice. I got all these, like, access paths to the beach. I love the way the trail looks. That looks really pretty cool. Alright, so that's a good start. It's a good start. King of Strange is going to Washington, D.C. in a week or two. Wow, good for you. Washington, D.C. is such a cool city. Man, it's so impressive. I've only been once, and I was like, wow, this city is amazing. Texan says, the path is dedicated to the slope too steep ghost lady. You couldn't stop you there. Yeah, that slope is a little intense on that pathway. Alright, so let's get into my top 5 City Skylines streamers. And while I talk about this, I'm going to be detailing this path a little bit because I want to put palm trees. I want some palm trees. This is definitely a big palm tree area. So we're just going to put palm trees along this path. Wow, they look so small. I guess this beach is a pretty big beach area. Alright, so I wrote down my list here so I wouldn't forget it. And number 5. I'm going to start with the bottom and like work my way up. And you have to understand, you know, there's a lot of City Skyline streamers. Like there's a lot of different people. And there's people that I like that didn't make it onto the list. And there's really popular streamers that didn't make it onto the list. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to limit my selection. I was like forcing myself, okay, Zach, you can only choose 5. But I watch a lot more than just this 5. But these, if I had to choose, these are my top 5. And these are the 5 that, you know, when they post a video, I watch all their videos. Or like, if they post a video, I'll watch it within 24 hours. You know, the 24 hours when they post. Like that's the kind of, you know, that's what was kind of my determining factor whether they made it to the list or not. Look at those trees. Looking pretty good. All right, so my number 5. This is the lowest one. Number 5. And this is more of like an honorary selection. This isn't like a real. This is. I don't consider this guy a real City Skyline streamer. But my number 5 is RT Game. And you know, if you know any of these streamers, go ahead and put a thumbs up in chat, so I know that you know who I'm talking about. But so RT Game, obviously, he's not a City Skyline streamer. He plays like tons of games. But we've all seen, you guys have to be honest, we've all seen his City Skyline streams, and they're all pretty funny. I mean, he brought a lot of people to City Skyline's channels, I feel, because of his streams. So I have to give him honorary mention on number 5. He's got the number 5 slot for me. RT Game. Got a bunch of people in chat. Crash Site's in chat saying Prez, RT. Oh my goodness. Texan7 says, that's it. I'm starting a brawl. Oh my goodness. It's starting already. I knew you guys would get so angry when I started going through my list. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with you guys? Alright, so my number 5 is RT Game. Kind of an honorable mention. Hey, I got a thumbs up from Crash Site. So Crash Site knows who I'm talking about. Alright. So moving on to number 4. We're moving up the list. Number 4 for me is there's a streamer called Sam Burr. And I've actually talked about him before on this stream. He's a couple cities ago. Actually, the first city that I streamed, I was copying a technique of his where I had like a raised walkway go through my entire city. I was just blatantly copying one of his techniques. So he has a city that he's working on YouTube right now called Semivostok, which is a Russian-based city, and I just enjoy watching his streams. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. And, you know, he talks about how he's actually like a real city planner in real life, I guess. And so he talks about that sometimes on his stream, which I really appreciate. I think it's kind of a different perspective. I mean, he's not just playing the game. He's like playing the game from the perspective of, you know, he tries to make it like realistic, which I appreciate. I mean, I think it's cool. It's just a unique, different perspective. And I like that he's making a real, like, thematic city, you know, with this Russian city. So I enjoy his streams. Usually when he posts, I'll check out his stream and see what he's up to. So Crash Site says, oh yeah, Sam Burr, he makes some useful videos. Okay, so you guys know a couple of these people I'm talking about. You know number 5 and number 4 so far. Okay, now it's gonna get really controversial because there's only 3 slots left. Okay, so moving on. Slot number 3. Make sure I get this right. Slot number 3 goes to $2.20. Does any of you know who $2.20 is? So he has a couple of cities going on right now. The city that I really enjoy watching is his city Marble Mountain. And he's a city skyline streamer who's really into detailing. He does a lot of detail in his cities, which you guys know I'm not big into detailing, but I really enjoy watching him because he does such a good job at it. And I really enjoy his Marble Mountain city because he's actually doing less detailing than normal in this Marble Mountain series, which is pretty cool. So he's my number 3. I'll generally watch his streams when he posts them right away. Parasite says, yep, I know him. Parasite says, I think he made one called Springwood. Yeah, so he has another city called Springwood that's patterned after Los Angeles. He has, I believe he's also the guy who's doing Border Town. I think he also has Border Town as his city. Which is, ironically, Border Town is patterned after El Paso, which is, I live right near El Paso. El Paso, Texas is like an hour away from me. And I went to El Paso. I watched an episode of Border Town, and I took a trip to El Paso just to like kind of check it out, to kind of compare notes from his video to the actual thing. And he is actually really nailing El Paso, Texas. Like, if that's what his city's based on, I was like, you know what? He's doing a really good job. Anyway, so he's my number 3. He's my number 3 streamer. Thexan says, I like that $2.20 brought back the old Simtropolis-style Wikia for his cities. I've actually haven't been to his wiki. I've heard about it. Like, he has like a wiki page or something. I haven't been to it, but I've heard about it. Oh man, these palm trees look so cool. Okay, moving on. So, you guys, there's only 2 slots left. Who are they going to go to? Okay, so my number 2 City Skyline streamer is Strict Toaster. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Strict Toaster. And he's doing a city right now called Nydal. That's, you know, you can see his videos on YouTube. And it's so beautiful. He's another streamer who's very big on detailing. And this city is just so beautiful. It's like a European-based city, or a European-themed city. And it's just so beautiful. He's just really good at detailing. So he gets my number 2 slot. And it's just, his stuff is so beautiful that it's really enjoyable to watch. I got a thumbs up from Thexan7 saying Nydal is cool. Yeah, I really been enjoying Nydal. All right, so that was number 5. That was number 2 through 5. So Before I get to number 1, let's just do a quick recap here. Okay, so number 5 is RT Game. Number 4 is Sam Burr. Number 3 is $2.20. Number 2 is Strict Toaster. And my number 1 City Skylines streamer, my favorite, is Spike Viper. What do you guys think of that? And I like Spike Viper because he's not a detailer. Like, he plays the game like I play the game, like just actually plays the game. His city that he's working on right now is called New Vooper. And so far it's my favorite of his cities, the cities that he's working on right now. And he does like 20-minute long streams, which are really nice chunks that you can just watch. I mean, it's easy to find 20 minutes. You could sit down and watch one of his streams. And so, yeah, I really like his streaming style and everything. Crash Site says, "Yep, I know him." Texan says, "No idea who that is." What? You don't know who Spike Viper is? Crash Site says, "You should see Prez's channel." Yes, of course I've seen Prez's channel. I was thinking about putting Prez on the list, but he didn't make the cut. I'm sorry, Prez. Yeah, so that's my list. That's my number 1. I know it's going to be controversial. I know you guys are going to be like, why didn't you put these people on the list? But I don't know. Those are the people that I just kind of like enjoy watching. I'm going to put in some greenery over here, kind of break up these cliffs. So what are your thoughts? Did any of those 5 kind of surprise you? Were you like, what? You watch City Skyline streamers? Crash It says you should name a street after one of the streamers. Texan says Prez is great. The Timmeister 2? Who's Timmeister 2? That's somebody I don't know. Yeah, so let me know if there's somebody who you really like that wasn't on my list. Crash Site already wait, no, Thexan already says Prez. But is there like anybody else who you have on your list that I don't have on my list? That's what I want to know. Thexan7 says, Spike Viper I will look up. Confession, I have never seen a PewDiePie video. I'm always lost when you guys talk about him. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, well, not everybody watches the same videos, so. Yeah, I've talked about Spike Viper before. So Spike Viper's done a lot of disaster videos, and Spike Viper actually has a disaster mod that I guess he like wrote or put together or something that you can download from the Stream Workshop that makes your disasters like 100 times more powerful. And so at one of my streams, I did a stream on his disaster mod. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. It wasn't a very good stream because I'm not very good at doing disasters. But yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, he's one of these streamers also that does a lot of disasters in this. Which is not something that I do, obviously. Not something that I do. Do these have streetlights here? Yeah, these have streetlights. So this is going to look great at night. I think this beach area is turning out pretty cool. What do you guys think? Man, this is like such a great neighborhood to live in. Okay, let's start the timer here. I've had the timer off this whole stream. Holy cow, I'm at $5 million bucks. Check that out. $5 million. Crash Site says Ragnarok. Yeah, it's the Ragnarok mod. That's Spike Viper's mod. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this area here. So I'm going to need to clear up these power lines because I just need to get them all out of here. So what I'm thinking of doing is moving the power lines. Okay, look at, you guys can see. Like, these generate a ton of power. I might actually have to move. No, you know what? I'll keep them there. I'll keep them there. They're quaint. They're quaint little power plants. But I'm going to connect them up to here instead of over the water here. That's what I think I'm going to do. I think that's connected. We will see if that's connected. Right now. Deleting these guys. Alright, I think that still works. I think that still works. Texan's listing a whole bunch of other people that are not on my list of streamers. So I'm gonna have to, I'll look them all up later because I'm not familiar with those guys. Are they all City Skylines streamers? Or do they stream other stuff? Okay, hold on. I don't think these guys have power at all. If I just deleted those power lines... Oh my goodness, this is bad. What I need to do... Alright, I don't like these power lines going over the monorail. So... what I'd like to do is run these power lines... over to here. Like, run them like right by the edge of the map. Over to the water tank. Alright, so that'll get powered over here. Get these away from the monorail, so you don't have to drive through the power lines. And then I want to run another power line that goes from here across the river. You know, I'm just using like the edge of the map, so I don't have power lines going through everything. I also think that if I do it this way, there'll be less of a chance of a thunderstorm destroying all these power lines. Is my hope. Okay, so that's connected up to there. How is power getting over to here? Okay, power is getting to here, which is getting to here, which is getting to here. Wait. Getting to... Wait, what? I don't think these are connected at all. How is my city even functioning? I don't know how my city is even alive. Okay, we'll get that power connected there. That connects these guys. Connects these guys, which connects these guys. And connects these guys. That connects these guys. Oh shoot, these guys don't have any power. When did that happen? Okay, those guys are connected now. So complicated. But what's crazy is it's not connected here. And it's not connected here either. Okay, hold on. Let's connect these guys. So these are connected now. Connect with this guy. Is this just a road here? Yeah, this is just a road. Okay, so those are connected. Man, my electric grid was super messed up. So these, I think everything's connected now. Alright, so now we can finally destroy all these power lines. My goodness, that was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Man, I'm gonna bulldoze all these. But now, I don't have to... Oh, you know what? I have my volume turned way up. I hope this is not annoying you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my volume down. Alright, that's better. Okay, wow, this looks so different without all those power lines. Okay, now the deal is now I can build this nice little park over here and they won't be looking at all those power lines. They'll still be looking at these, but these are kind of interesting still. I mean, that's like the cool power stations for the city. All right, and then we got these power lines up here. So I think it works. I think all this works. We'll see if there's power problems anywhere. Texan says power lines, Zach's weakness. Yep. I mean, I enjoy them though. I enjoy dealing with the power lines. Okay, so we took care of the beach. We took care of the power lines. Now I want to start working on this area here. And I'm thinking for this area, I want to make this lower density. Oh, I destroyed the power to this guy. But that'll change in a second here. So let's do some lower density. Though we need more offices. Shoot. I don't really need low density. That's the problem. That is the problem. We need more offices. Eee. How are we going to do this? All right, let's draw some. We'll put some roads in and see how it evolves. But I'm thinking. We could do like a little roundabout thing. I don't think I have enough room. I don't have enough room. Okay, well, we'll just do straight road then. Just do a straight road. This will have to be a little bit curvy in here because it's, you know, it's just curvy. It's just curvy. Let's... Yeah, we'll just do something simple like this. Not getting anything too fancy. Then we'll have a road coming right down to the pier. That'll be good. Maybe another road over here. Yeah, we'll just come straight through like... Oh, no, I can't. Okay, another road like that. Yeah, we'll just do a bunch of roads coming down. That'll be nice. That will be nice. Then we'll do a road here at the end. Sure, that's a cool little extension there. All right, we desperately need office buildings, so we're gonna have to put in some office buildings in here. Yeah. For the first time, actually, I was looking at this before. For the first time, we have unemployment problems. Unemployment's at 8%, which isn't a problem, but it's like the entire span of the city so far, I've had unemployment at 3 or 4%. So this is, I'm so happy about this because this means for the first time, I have enough residential. I mean, I've just been pouring residential into the city because the thing with the Industries DLC is you create so many jobs, it's hard to keep up with the residential demand. So, I mean, you can just see I have residential everywhere. There's just tons of residential. And so we're finally at the point in the city where I have enough residential, which is amazing. It feels so good. All right, so we're gonna make this all offices along here. Just like that. And then we'll fill this in with some more residential. I think most of the services are good over here. Oh, spoke too soon. They're horrible. Services are horrible. I would have thought, because the hospital's right here, I would have thought that this would have been covered, but I guess not. I guess it's not covered. All right, so we'll put that in there. We'll put some crematorium service. That'll be good. And let's see. Man, I have no coverage of anything. Got fire coverage. Oh, that's a fire station. Firehouse, fire station. Oh, I don't know if I needed that much coverage. Okay, we'll put the police station in there. Then we'll need some schools. Schools for all those guys. Oh, where's... I only have one high school over here. Doesn't cover any of these people. Oh, I wonder if I should have another bridge over here. Not be a bad idea. Then we could have the high school right here, and it would cover that whole area. Yeah, let's do that. Because we got the high school there. Good idea, Zach. Good idea. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Like this. And... oh, shoot. Quite make it. I can just curve it like so. Okay, I like that. And then that gives you another entrance into this whole area, which is cool. Oh, that works out great. That works out great. All right, so we got high school coverage, which is great. Oh, we still need to do the buses too. All right, wow, this area grew up fast. Look at that. All right, let's throw in some parks. Let's throw in some parks. Let's see, what's a park we can... Large playground. Oh, I like this park. And you know what? Let's put in some plazas. This is more like a plaza kind of area, I feel. So let's put some plazas in here. What does that do to these guys? Increases it a little bit. No, I don't want to go too crazy. Because we have this pier here. And we're going to have the other park right here. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. That's going to be good enough. That's going to be good enough because they're going to have this other big park right over here. Although it might be nice to have another plaza. No, let's do that. Let's put in another plaza. It feels like a little bit barren without another plaza. So we have a plaza here, because these are all businesses, you know? So a plaza for these businesses and a plaza for these businesses. It's nice, you know, just to have, if you're like working in a highly urban area, it's just nice to have like a little plaza kind of area to go have lunch in or something, you know? You know? Brady's in chat. Good to see you. Saying, hey, I'm late. I was doing lots of homework. But you know what? Good for you. Homework's important. What kind of homework were you doing? Were you doing math? Math's my favorite. Texan says, good thing you have office and industrial demand without unemployment. Yeah, that's good. Brady says, well, for the most, or Thexton is asking Brady, is homework done for the night? And Brady says, well, for the most part, but I have to go in early tomorrow to get help with some math. And Thexton says, I hope you get an A+. Yeah, I hope you get an A+ too. Ooh, look at this apartment building. What is that, purple? Oh, look at, you can see the statue down the street. Look at that. That's really pretty cool. I like this neighborhood. This neighborhood is looking nice. I like how the school is kind of built up on this hillside. Those poor kids are gonna fall over the edge. As you got your hospital right there, or your clinic. Okay, so I'm enjoying this area. It looks pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. Man, it's already filled out. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, you know what? Let's work on the bus lines a little bit. Because I was waiting to build this out before I started working on the bus line some more. But now that it's kind of building out, I mean, we still need to work on this area over here. You know what? Let's do that. I mean, we have tons of demand. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Crazy. Okay, so I want this to be like a lot of residential. All back in here. This has got to be residential. So we will build these guys in. And then what I'm doing is like in the center here, I'm leaving these holes where there's no buildings. Because I just want to have this kind of like open area because I have these like parks in here. I just want to leave it like kind of open. And I think that'll look cool. That's my plan. That is my plan. Dexon says, remember the hazards of the cliffs in Mountain Town in the last city. Yeah, that was pretty intense. Those were like some really steep streets in that city. All right, so we just destroyed our residential demand. Let's try to get more offices. So my plan was to put offices along the edge here. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll throw in offices like back along here. And I'd love to put more residential along this area. I mean, this kind of says residential to me, this kind of area down here. All right, so this is going to be residential. And let's make these offices. Offices. And then I need some more commercial, so we'll throw in commercial like right up in here. A nice little commercial section. Kind of at the front, the entryway to this area. And then I haven't decided how much commercial I'm going to throw in here. I think this is too much commercial, honestly. I think it's too much. We'll have to see. And throw in a couple more pathways in here. I want to make it easy for people to get across from, like, one side to the other. Yeah, just like that. I want to make it easy for people to walk any way they want through that center area. And I'm going to wait to do the trees until I see how everything kind of builds up. So up a pathway across there. Then in this area, I will have a pathway that goes like that. Perfect. Perfect. I love it. And then there's lots of pathways down to the beach, so that's good. It would be nice if there was a pathway right here to the beach. Yeah, let's draw a pathway right here. All right, so that gets through there, and then we have another pathway that goes down here. Kind of like that. Beautiful. Let's get another crosswalk in. We'll get another crosswalk in because we're using this crosswalk tool like nobody's business. Oh, awesome. Just awesome. Wow, what a cool little neighborhood. All right, we got to work on the bus lines. Buses, okay, so let's throw in our first bus line here. We really haven't used buses that much in this map, but now that we have this cool, look at this massive bus station. Look at that, it just looks so beautiful. Now that we have this, we have plenty of room to create lots of lines. And what I want to do, like, I watch a lot of streamers and they have like crazy long bus lines. I don't want to have a crazy long bus line. I want them to keep it simple and just come along and have like lots of stops around. I'm going to do loops on each of these sections. And all these loops will come back to all the loops will end up coming back to the station. What is it? The metro station. Not the metro, sorry, the monorail station. So all the loops will come back to the monorail station, and it's meant to just drive people to go use that monorail. That's my plan. That is my plan. Then we have lots of stops. Lots of stops make it really easy for people. And I'll just loop around back here to complete the line. Boom. Okay, so that's my first line. Let's do this other one. Okay, so that's that side. Now we're going to create a second line that loops around this way. Oh wait, you know what? I should have it come this direction. Oh shoot. It's going to be all funky now. If I start from this side. Oh yeah, so if it goes on this way, I have to start from this side. Okay. Good to know. Learning things all the time. Okay, so I'm going to add a stop here. Now let me add a stop there. Add a stop there. How am I going to do that? Okay, I want to go down this Victory Park. Well, I don't need to stop right next to Victory Park because they can just walk over here. Okay, so we'll leave Victory Park alone for the moment. Do a stop right here. And we'll kind of just loop around this area. Stop right there. Stop right here. Where's my last stop? There. Yeah, we'll add a stop here. I want to stop right on the corner here next to, close to this, right here. Close enough to this. Then we'll do a stop. In the middle there. Yeah. Stop right there. Go stop right here, of course. If someone wants to go to City Hall. And that's it. Then we'll complete that line. Okay, these are pretty cool bus stops if you ask me. Alright, so we got two loops going. This loop, this loop. Now I want to do a loop that goes into the mines area. Yeah, so let's do one. This one will go to the mines. I'm going to start with this area up here. And just kind of loop around. Oh, I should get the stop there, and then I'll have the stop right in front of the train station. Right there. Yeah, we'll just kind of loop it around. Loop it around all of this stuff. Yeah, I'll have a stop in the middle. Boom. Yeah, right there. We got all of those guys. That go? Shoot. Not what I wanted. Well, it's not too bad. He just loops around like this. Okay, so he goes and he stops here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to bring this all the way back. I'm going to bring this all the way back to the bus stop. I'm just going to make it a loop to bring... My whole goal is just to bring people back to this station. So like people over here, if they want to get to the monorail, this is their bus. That's the whole purpose of the bus. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to have another line. Man, I'm using all these bus lanes. So this line is going to go over to this area here. I'm just going to have tons of buses over. Boom. And we'll just kind of come around here. Up like that. Stop over here next to the high school. Yeah, so we're just kind of looping around here. Just looping around and having some fun. All right, there we go. There's a big loop, and we'll complete. Man, that's a lot of buses. That is a lot of buses. Nobody comes over here. Now let me drag this over so it comes over here too. I want to add a stop right here. Boom. We'll add another stop over here. Nice. Okay. Wow, I think that's pretty good. We added a whole bunch of bus lines. Look at 4 bus lines. 0 passengers. So bus line 2 is Epic Beach 1. I'm just going to name it like Epic Beach because they're all Epic. Oh, shoot. Didn't save. Epic Beach. Wait. Shoot, that's Epic Beach 1. I guess it doesn't really matter. Epic Beach 1. Epic Beach 2. Epic Beach 3. Epic 4. Epic Beach 4. That is a lot of bus lines. Do I need a bus terminal? Biofuel bus depot. I only have 1 terminal in the city, which is all the way over here. The regular bus depot and a biofuel bus depot. I might put another bus depot over here. That'll be good. And I can just service all these buses. Because otherwise I have to wait for buses to drive all the way from over here. That's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Alright, this area is turning out pretty nice. It's pretty nice, I gotta say. Epic Beach has been a success. Look at all the people using my beach pathway. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, look at people are walking down there. That's cool. Everyone's walking along. Oh, I love seeing that. I love seeing it. Yeah, I had a funny feeling this beach path would be used a lot. It would be used a lot. And it is. It's working exactly how I wanted it to work. Exactly. Look at the land value. Oh my goodness. This land value is just wonderful. It's like it's wrapping me in a warm blanket of goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Texan says, we have a question about what editing software you use. I actually use Camtasia. That's the editing software I use. It's a pretty cheap editing software. You know, most people on YouTube use like Adobe Premiere or something like that, and it's really expensive. So I just use Camtasia. I mean, I don't do a lot of editing, honestly. I mean, I do mostly live streams, though. But I do a lot of editing, and I do it all in Camtasia. It's just a really simple software. It's not the best in the world, but it's cheap. And I'm a pretty cheap person. So I'm not going to spend money if I don't have to. Thexan says, I wish they had trolley buses in this game. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Trolley buses. Thexan gives me 10 out of 10 for land value. Yeah, this is definitely living up to the name of Epic Beach. Definitely is living up to the name. All right, so we haven't gotten to work on this area yet, but we'll work on this in the next stream probably, because this is I have such high hopes for this little area right here. Such high hopes, but we're gonna save that to the next stream. And I think we're gonna end it there. I feel like this was a really successful stream. I feel like it was pretty successful. All right, we're gonna end it. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I will be back here again tomorrow night for a Friday night stream. And so if you like this, go ahead and smack the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching with me and having fun building this city, Papermaker City. And until next time, this is Zach signing off.